All right, ladies and gentlemen, believe it because it is true. I picked myself up a John Paul Alto saxophone, ladies and gentlemen. I bought this off of Amazon. They were running like a special for a little while where it's $50 cheaper than what it normally is. Normally it's $4.99. Got this for $4.50. I used the installment plan here. So let's open this thing up and see what we got. All right, on the inside, we have these straps here. Alrighty, let's see what we get. Looks like a neck strap with a little pamphlet here telling us about the product. Cloth, a reed from Rico. Thanks, Rico. Some cork grease. We have one neck. Little 5-star company credo thing here. We have a mouthpiece with the ligature and the cap. And obviously we have the saxophone. All right, so let me take all this stuff off and let's take a closer look at it. But let's take a look at this cap here and how it has that other little plastic bit to protect the octave mechanism. I thought that was pretty slick. Looks like I am missing a lyre screw. All right, I want you guys to see this here because you can see this is normally where your lyre screw would go. But not only is there no screw there, but there's nowhere where you could put the lyre. But it's right here, which is weird that they would even have a screw hole here that doesn't really do anything. Except if they took into account that maybe you want to get like heavy mass screws on this side and this side. I don't know if they really thought about that. This is more than likely a carryover from more expensive instruments that they make. Okay, but here, this does have some engraving that's there. This engraving also is along the bell. The action feels quite nice on it. We have these single arms here. Have these adjustable screws here. High F sharp key. You guys know I'm a fan of that. One thing I don't like is how this neck sits in the case like this. This mouthpiece has its own little plastic container that's there. That's interesting. This is a good case that it comes with, but I don't like how it moves around like this in the case though. Chances are if I wind up keeping this sax, I'm going to wind up getting a better gig bag for it. I'm going to use the reed that it came with, this Rico 2.5. This mouthpiece has no markings on it at all. The only marking I see is alto sax on the ligature. Okay. Okay, I'm struggling with this reed. I think the mouthpiece is all right though. Let me switch up this reed real quick. All right, this is my Van Doren Redbox 2.5 reed. Okay, I'm feeling the limits of this mouthpiece. Let me switch up the mouthpiece and I'll keep this reed on. Okay, here I have my Cannonball 5J alto sax mouthpiece. Okay, I'm getting a sticky G sharp here. All right, so right off the box, sticky G sharp key. Okay, gonna use this to try and de-stick this pad a bit. Okay, let's take a look at this pad versus this pad here. As you can see, this pad doesn't nearly have the type of shape around the keyhole that this pad here does. And when I press the G sharp key, you can see how heavily indented that is around the keyhole itself. And that is definitely the reason why that key is sticking. So I'll probably either have to get a different pad, or I might be able to just kind of warp that a little flatter, making sure I still get a good seal. But you can see here, it's a little thicker on this side than it is on this side with this pad. Okay, I'll probably wind up just getting that pad replaced, and maybe just have my repair guy just go through this whole thing, see how much it's going to cost, and see what pads are really going to cause me the most issues or something like that. But all right, let's do it. Okay, I feel like the key layout for this instrument is actually really good. Everything is in a really logical place, from the palm keys to the front keys. It's got the little spatula here. That feels great. The left-hand pinky stack feels really good. In fact, everything except one thing feels a little weird, and it's just going to take a little bit of time to get used to. But that is the low C key. It does feel like it's down a little further than what it normally would be, but I've been playing this thing for about 7 minutes and I'm already just used to it. Okay, so straight out of the box, I'm definitely going to have to take this thing to a repair guy, mainly because this cork on this neck is just way too thick, and I'm having a phenomenally difficult time actually playing this in tune with both this mouthpiece and my own Cannonball mouthpiece. It's coming in way flat. All right, I'm definitely noticing some stuffiness on the low end of this instrument. I don't think it's because of the pads. There's probably a leak. Also, the palm keys feel a little more resistant than what I want them to, or even what I expect them to. And also, I'm just gonna have my guy take a look at these pads. All right, so I'll get back to you guys after I get that taken care of, and then I'll play this thing some more. Okay, so let me play through this thing after my guy took a look at it, and then I'll show you what's going on with this thing. And it looks like a great majority of these pads are all warped around the tone hole. So almost all these pads are going to have to be replaced. And even after me having played the instrument for the small amount of time that I did, these pads are sticking a lot. The other thing is, I did get this neck recorked. However, upon closer inspection, I want to show you guys this. I'm going to seal this bottom end with my hand, and I'm going to close this hole here, but you can still hear that there is a leak, and this leak is in here. And I've never seen a leak in this part of a saxophone before. So this is going to have to be welded from the inside, and the heat is going to definitely scorch this lacquer. Obviously, if this is welded from the outside, that's going to leave a mark and some discoloration and whatnot. This is their warranty tag thing that they have there. They strive to be a 5-star company. 1 year parts and labor. I should actually take advantage of this 1-year warranty since I paid for it. It comes with the price of the horn. I got mine for $50 off, so I'm still trying to debate whether I'm just going to send it back to Amazon or just go to the website, because I can research this and then figure out what can be done with this horn. I do have until mid-March to send this back. I want to try and play through it as much as I can. Plus, I still need an Alto. I bought the thing for a reason, so let me go try and make some money with this thing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's my final assessment of this instrument. I'm gonna send it back to Amazon. Ultimately, I probably should follow through with the warranty thing, have it sent back to the company, get all that stuff repaired. And if you buy something like this and it does have a good warranty, I would advise you to take advantage of something like that. I'm not gonna do that, and here's the reason why. I think that the issues with these pads, even if I do replace them with high quality pads, the issue probably isn't just the pads themselves. It has to do with the design of the tone holes, which means that this is just going to be a recurring issue for however long I have this instrument. And also with the neck, this weld that's here, it definitely just looks like the kind of thing you would expect from a low cost horn. So that's probably going to be a recurring issue also. I am very impressed with the way this instrument sounds. Here's the thing. So let's say you get something like this and it's not up to your expectations and you want to return it and you want to get something that's better, but you just can't afford to drop $3,000. You might want to look into one of the financing options. That's probably what I'm going to do. I don't know what saxophone I'm gonna get. I actually bought this on an installment plan, see what that was about, so I wouldn't take just such a big hit all at once. But that's another option. I would highly advise you to look into that. So instead of paying like $3,000 right all up front, you can pay like maybe $65, $70 over a longer period of time. Play some gigs, have the thing pay for itself. Then it's a lot easier to manage. So that's where I'm at with this. Okay, I know that there's been some good reviews of this saxophone, but unfortunately for me, that hasn't been the case. So what do you do as a result of that? Just make sure that whenever you buy anything, make sure you understand what the return policy is. All right, see ya.